Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Wonsoon, Mayor of Seoul and President of ICLEI. Thank you so much for convening such timely and highly important events in Vatican, as well as inviting and giving me the opportunity to join you via this video message. ICLEI fully supports the highly anticipated encyclical of Pope Francis, Laudato Si, in particular with reference to the importance of integral ecology and as well as the initiative of the pontifical academies to end abuse, exploitation, trafficking, and all forms of modern slavery. In April 2015, Seoul hosted ICLEI World Congress 2015, gathering around 2,000 mayors, delegations, and scholars from 1,200 cities and 87 nations around the world to make the strong case for the urgent need to establish governance for harmony between people and nature. The Seoul Declaration, which recognized the fact that the current wide-ranging crisis has brought us close to a point of no return and has the potential to nullify the social and economic progress achieved so far, posing a threat to the future existence of humankind on this planet. The Seoul Declaration also underlines that through innovative and transformative sustainable urban development, the urban world has the power to create positive impacts for the earth we depend on and care for, the people we serve, for the places we live in, and for the policies we implement to govern ourselves. During the ICLEI World Congress, we also convened a mayoral forum to scale up our ongoing efforts to expand the Compact of Mayors to complement global efforts to tackle climate change. I had the honor of joining the launch of the Compact of Mayors at the UN Climate Summit in September 2014, which is led by ICLEI, C40, and UCLG as global city networks, together with the UN Special Envoy for Cities and Climate Change, UN SG Office, and UN Habitat. 35 cities, such as Paris and Montreal, declared their participation in the compact at the mayoral forum in Seoul. The Seoul Action Plan that urges the actual development and implementation of local greenhouse gas emission targets and plans is another achievement of the ICLEI World Congress 2015. In order for such efforts to make real progress, however, collaboration between local governments and civic groups and citizens is more important than any other. In clear recognition of this, Seoul has recently announced the Seoul Promise, our self-commitment to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 25% and by 30% from 25 levels by 2020. This promise, which is the result of long and close consultation and collaboration between the Seoul metropolitan government and citizens, covers 10 areas including energy, transport, resource recycling, water, ecology, urban agriculture, health, safety, disaster risk reduction, and urban planning. Let me also take this opportunity to share with you Seoul's flagship energy policy called One Less Nuclear Power Plant, a core element of the Seoul Promise. This policy was launched in May 2012 as part of Seoul's broader efforts to tackle climate change and overcome a possible energy crisis. The main target of this policy was saving 2 million TOE of energy, roughly the output of one nuclear power plant, by directly engaging citizens in energy saving, generation, and energy efficiency efforts. With active civic participation in this implementation of the plan, Seoul exceeded the target by saving 2.4 million TOE in June 2014, 6 months ahead of time. In pursuing the one-list nuclear power plant, citizens have entrenched energy-saving cultures in their daily lives. About 1.7 million people, roughly 40 of our Seoul's total households, are joining the eco-mileage program, which incentivizes the energy-saving behaviors. They collectively save an average of 450,000 TOE of energy every year. The second phase of the one-list nuclear power plant, which was launched in August 2014, is more value-oriented than the first phase. The first value we pursue is energy independence. Seoul aims to become a safe and responsible city by ensuring reliable energy production, even in the case of failure in energy supply, and reducing its dependence on energy supplied outside the city. The second value is energy sharing. We are trying to make sure that all people have access to energy, so we are working to improve energy welfare in general. The other value is energy participation. As we did for the first phase of the one-list nuclear power plant, we were engaging citizens in our policy development and implementation. We want to establish civic-led governance. I strongly believe the need to ensure a strong synergy between the UN post-2015 summit in September in New York, the UN Paris Climate Change Conference in December in Paris, and the Habitat Third Conference in 2016 in Quito. As Mayor of Seoul and President of ICLEI, together with mayors of hosts all of these conferences and partners in the local government's climate roadmap, urban SDG campaign, and global task force, I am striving to compile all the progress made by local governments, civic groups, and citizens, and showcase them globally in all these processes. In concrete terms, below are our key expectations in each of these. The post-2015 development agendas should address urgency of ecological crisis, realities of the urban world, and acknowledge the leadership of ambitious local governments in order to inspire all partners for the efforts in leaving no one behind. On the climate change front, we urge national governments to adopt an ambitious and inclusive Paris 2015 outcome with concrete recognition, engagement, and empowerment of local and supranational governments as governmental stakeholders. COP21 should also enhance vertical integration through effective multi-level governance where local commitments are incorporated in national contributions. And finally, COP21 should also enable local and supranational to strengthen their actions partnerships by demonstrating their progress at Carbon Climate Registry and engaging actively in the Transformative Action Program. On the way towards COP21, we also look forward to a strong collaboration with Lima Paris Action Agendas, thanks to the great leadership of the French government in their capacity as the incoming presidency, and Habitat the Third should exceed the level ambition and inclusiveness achieved 20 years ago. I strongly believe the inspiring and timely efforts of Pope Francis will enable us to implement these goals much easier. I also hope we take this opportunity to build stronger ties, to work closely together in the months and years to come to shape a sustainable urban future. Thank you very much.